We are delighted to host part of this event.
It's the opening of the Dubai Marathon, the CL Dubai Marina.
Hotel. And we hope that your stay with us will lead you to the finish line. Our team has been ready and prepared for this event, and we are excited to have you here. Thank you also to the council of the Dubai Marathon team for allowing us to be your host here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think we normally think the world's tallest hotel is a bit special for the 25th anniversary of the Dubai Marathon. And before we introduce our guests, let's look back on 25 years of the Dubai Marathon on video.
This is the presser for the Dubai Marathon 2026, live streaming.
So 25 years of the Middle East's first and fastest international marathon. One man who's been there since the start is in the middle of our group today. Please welcome Mr. Ahmed Al-Kamali, the General Coordinator. Thank you. Sorry, Ahmed, just 1 second. To the left of Ahmed as you look, Mr. Peter Connaughton, the Event Director. On the other side of Ahmed, 3 times New York Marathon winner, 3 times London Marathon winner, Chicago Marathon winner, former world record holder, and recently awarded the OBE in the King's Awards in Great Britain, Paula Radcliffe. And on the extreme right, a man who knows how to run marathons, double Paralympian gold medal, world record holder, Richard, the list is endless. Richard Whitehead, please. And nearest to me in the athlete hot seat, just for the moment, we have the fastest man in the field for this weekend, from Ethiopia, Elisa Berhanu. I'd now like to ask Mr. Al-Kamali to say 3 words.
Thank you, Alan. Good morning, everybody. Yes, 25th anniversary. I'm very happy and very proud to be here for all the copies from the beginning until now. So I did not miss any press conference, I did not miss any run. Yeah, we'll tell you later about it. But anyhow, I'm very happy to be here. And hopefully the weather will assist us and help us in the competition day Sunday. And hopefully we have a good time. Thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you very much for participation. And good luck on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. Peter, I know you've got no speech prepared, you're a man of few words. Yeah. I just want to ask you, we're looking at the route this year. For the first time ever, it's going to finish at the Dubai Police Academy. Why is that?
Yes, well, we probably have the record for the most number of routes as well over the 25 years. I think we've had so many changes. Of course, we're growing a marathon in a growing, developing city. So, you know, in line with that, the marathon has obviously had to move as the city developed. You know, when we started back in our Wasl Club and then the trade centre, we moved to downtown and Upskeam Road. And Upskeam Road is being developed now, and the traffic around there has increased a lot. There's new flyovers and underpasses coming in. So So it was an initiative from the Dubai Police themselves actually suggested that while we're still on the Jumeirah Beach Road, which is fantastic, featuring the Jumeirah Beach Hotel and now the new Marsha Al Arab Hotel, which is fantastic, alongside obviously the famous Burj Al Arab. And still having that route, we had to find a way to find an area that we could host a finish area. So the police suggested the police academy itself. You know, and what a great, you know, idea for that. And we didn't really know at first would it suit, but when you see the area inside, there's a big area inside it. It's like an arena itself. And so we worked towards that, and it gives us more time to work pre-event. So we give thanks to the Dubai government, you know, especially the Dubai police, and special mention to Major Ahmed Rahimi, who has helped us a lot in the police grounds, the Sports Council, and Alal Omari has helped us from the DET. So we thank all our friends and government associates for supporting us with that. So we look forward to seeing everyone down at the Police Academy on Sunday.
Thanks, Peter. If I go over to you, Richard, I'm sorry I didn't mention your MBE earlier.
It's okay.
Thank you. This time last year we saw you were about to embark on a mission of 100 marathons. Oh, there we go. 100 marathons in a year.
That's right, yeah.
How did that go?
First of all, thank you, Peter and the team, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting me back to Dubai. Such a great city to run around. When we think about marathons, when we think about the opportunity, Dubai is a marathon that really encompasses everything that is great about marathons. It's about the community, it's about the performance of those elite athletes, setting up the opportunity to run fast but also to run together. And my challenge last year started in Dubai, and I ran 20 marathons all over the world, and it started off here running, I think I ran 2:46 here last year. I was meant to jog round and I got a bit excited because of the event. And there's so many great runners on the road last year, and I know obviously Peter and his team has put a lot of hard work in getting a great elite field, but also promoting how fantastic the marathon is. And I'm looking forward to Sunday to running my 102nd marathon in the conditions that are very favourable for athletes such as myself. I love running here. It's great to be back in the Middle East, obviously incorporating not only my performances but just to showcase that actually anything is possible. And I advocate for anybody that maybe is thinking that they cannot run a marathon, that one step forward is closer to the finish line, and that's what I've done from marathon number 1, and just keep going. Everybody says, when are you going to retire? They've been saying that for the last 20 years. I know I don't look it, but I'm 49 years old now, and I'm going to keep going.
So when are you going to retire?
I'm never going to retire. And then anybody that wants to start running, if you're 6 or 69, you can do it. Just go for it. Believe, and you can achieve anything. And it really does help your physical health and mental health as well. And just by getting out on the road, it has a massive impact on the local community as well. Last year I saw so many young people and people that were coming out of the hotels maybe after having a breakfast, and hopefully it inspired one or two of those individuals to take part in the marathon this year. And myself and Paula went out the Shakeout Run yesterday, and the Shakeout Run's obviously getting bigger every year, and it just shows us a real appetite for not only running in Dubai but running in younger people. So creating those environments where young people are able to push themselves, and that's what's really important.
Thanks, Richard. Paula, over to you. As Richard said, you were out last night having a bit of a run on Jumeirah Beach Road with the local community. What was the feeling like from them about the marathon coming up on Sunday?
It was a really, really good vibe. Thank you to everybody who turned out. for, I think it's now becoming an annual tradition, isn't it? We've decided every year we're going to meet there the Thursday night before the marathon, and we started at the start of the 0 Point running track and just ran out, and it was a really strong get together of the community. And as Richard was saying, and as Peter was saying, I really think the city has grown with the marathon over the years, and might have been known as a party city, might still be that, but is now really known as a running community as well. And I think that was the standout last night for the Shakeout. People had flown from all over the world, coming for what they know is a fast course with great organisation, but also a great community spirit. And I think that was already starting to come out. People who have maybe taken part in the 10K decided to come back and run the full marathon, or who have moved to the area and have really built towards building up to the marathon with all of the different running events and build-up races that go on coming to this one. So it's only going to go from strength to strength. I think we'll be back here in another 25 years, celebrating half a century.
I think that means Richard will be 74 then. So he is going to retire. Moving on now to an elite athlete, close man to be here, Yadasu Bahanin. He has a personal best of 2:04:59, set in Seville 2 years ago. He's coming to Dubai fresh from a second place in Lisbon last year. Yadasu, how's the training going for this year and how are you feeling?
So, the training was good, thanks to God, and I am planning to run a good race and finish in a good time. That's what he said.
I've got a question for Bahan. If he doesn't win the race, who of his colleagues does he think is the greatest danger to him?
Butcher always has good questions.
So, there are a lot of good athletes. They have been training very well for this race. I am also planning to win this race. I don't know who will win, but all the athletes are good and they have prepared very well for this race. I don't think he is willing to give up names.
Sure. Paul, this is for Paula. What do you think about the possible conditions here on Sunday?
I think conditions are looking good. The start has moved earlier. The biggest effect is probably honestly going to be for the masses who were out in the heat as the day built up last time, so we'll finish a little bit earlier this time. Elite's conditions were already good last year. I think the big thing to watch is the humidity. Temperature-wise, it'll be okay. It's how high the humidity is and how quickly that drops off, because the sun, I guess, will only come up in the latter stages of the race.
And then the quick follow-up, what advice would you give first-time marathoners? Because the numbers are up here pretty nicely this year. So what advice would you give them on running the Dubai Marathon course?
My biggest advice, as for any marathon, is to have done the preparation beforehand and come in well-trained and well-prepared, and then also just really pace it. Don't get carried away in the early part of the race. Make sure that you save some energy, you run steadier in the first half, and then gradually build it up through the second half, so you're finishing running strongly. Make sure that you've rested and carb loaded beforehand, and especially here, stay really well hydrated and hydrate as you're warming up, as you're getting up to the start, and early on in the race, so you're not leaving it too late.
Thank you, Paula.
And enjoy the atmosphere. Use the people around you and the atmosphere, the crowds. Use all of that to encourage you to get you through those rough spots.
you will have noticed that Lisa Bahanu is now joining the audience, and we'll be joined on stage by Fantu Warku, also from Ethiopia, the fastest lady in the field, 2:21.57 from Berlin last year, and I believe Pat's got a question for her.
Hello, Pantu. You run your personal best in Berlin, but that was only just over 3 months ago. Are you sufficiently recovered to run another fast time here on Sunday? So, don't worry, you have recovered very well. I've been training very hard for this race. If God's willing, I am planning to win this race and to perform in a good time. Question for Paula. Back in the day, they used to say that a maximum of 4 marathons a year would be the absolute top. What are your views about that?
Then I think it was absolutely valid, and certainly with the shoe revolution and the changes in shoes, that has improved the athlete's ability to recover and fatigue less during the marathon itself and the training. So I think that cumulative effect, we're seeing athletes are able to go to the well more often and push harder and recover faster. I still think there is a limit, but you can certainly squeeze more into a year now and run quicker in those.
This is for Richard. So Richard, you said last year you were thinking of jogging the course and you got inspired. And a 2:46 makes people, most people go, oh my gosh. What are you feeling about the race this year? Are you inspired already? Are you going to just check it out a little bit? Or are you going to see how you go?
21 marathons deeper into my journey. I think you can go into a marathon with a real strategy, and a marathon's an opportunity to create memories in life. And when I get to the start line, really kind of feel the vibe of the city and the marathon, and then with the fellow runners kind of see what I'm going to do on the day. I'm in great shape at the moment. I'm probably in about 2:40 shape at the moment. So my idea this year, and Paula's right, like 3 or 4 marathons a year hard is something that I think is probably the limit. Even though I did 20 last year, obviously I didn't do them all hard. So on Sunday, I'll look to see how I feel. Normally the penultimate day, so today is really important to hydrate and to make sure I get my carb levels into my body. And then tomorrow I'm going to really rest and then see how I feel on Sunday. But I enjoy running quickly, and I like to have as little time on my feet as possible. And if that means I have to run fast on Sunday, then that's what I'll do. But I like to show up to a marathon and really give my best. So if my best on Sunday is 2:59, then that's what I'll deliver. But if I feel good, then I'm going to push on. My coach Liz Yelling always says, like, I'm building to a really fast marathon, but if I get carried away, then I might as well just push on.
Do we have any more further questions from the audience? No, this lady over here.
My question is to Mr. Quantum. This is why you and I from your news today. You've spoken of how the city and routes have been transformed and revolutionized over the years. But what exactly do you think is the biggest transformation? Given that this is the 25th anniversary of the marathon here, what was the biggest transformation to racing world?
Transformation of the race of the city.
Race.
The race. I think the biggest transformation went back to 2007 when we had Haile Selassie came, and that really set us up, up to getting 25 years. Haile came in 2008, and he won 3 times. He ran the second fastest time in the world in that race. Just missed out by 26 seconds. But he came back 2 times after. But after Haile, our numbers went up. The community, the public reacted along with that. And it's grown ever since. Obviously COVID, well, it was a glitch in that. And we missed 2 years during COVID, so we returned since COVID, and we want to get back to the same level that we were then. When Haile, we had Kenenisa Bikili 3 times again as a result. At the time we had the richest race in the world, $1 million prize money. And we had some of the fastest times in the world. We're the first marathon ever to have 4 men in the same race run under 2:05. And then the next year we have the first marathon at 5 and 10:7. So those records can't be. We've been set a lot of firsts, and sometimes we say we don't take champions, we create champions here. And Dubai Marathon has created many big names in the marathon world, alongside the greats like Haile and Kenenisa Bikili.
Thanks, Peter. We've got another couple of questions for Raku before she leaves.
So basically, she's been asked how her training routine looks like and who would win if she didn't win the race. If she couldn't win the race.
Badan saya cakap, pakar ada ni, rasa baru dia sebatang.
So basically, she said, I have been training very hard for this race with my coach. I'm planning to win this race, but if I don't win, I don't want anybody to win it. That's basically I think about it. So she's planning to win it and win it all.
Peter, just one other question over here. When Fanti ran in Berlin, it was almost exactly 4 months ago, and that was her debut, her first ever marathon. It was a really hot day in Berlin. They were unlucky. It was about 24, 25 degrees. It was far from ideal. And I think on Sunday, conditions look like they're going to be pretty good here early in the morning. Is she excited about maybe running quite a lot faster than in Berlin? She ran 2:21 there. I think on Sunday she can go a long way below 2:20, and the course record is 2:16. Is she excited about this?
So the weather in Berlin was very bad, but I have managed to run a very nice race at Berlin. Here the weather is good. I am planning to down my personal best. I am targeting that. So she's planning to run a very good race here. She has trained very well with her trainers. So she's planning it. It's in her mind.
Best of luck.
Question over
Best
there?
of luck to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sister, yeah. We wish her to win.
Yes.
Hi, good morning. I am RG from the Filipino Times Media. My question for Peter is, how many participants are expected this year? And how this new finish line enhance the new experience for the runners and the, of course, for the wider community?
Didn't get the second part, but on the participants, we're expecting, we have a record number of marathon runners this year. We're up to nearly 4,000 marathon runners. I mean, we haven't had 3,000 before the marathon itself. and we're expecting about 10,000 in the 10K and 5,000-6,000 in the 4K. So the numbers are up, but especially it's nice to see the numbers up in the marathon itself, because the event is about the marathon. So to see, I think, nearly 1,500 or more running in the marathon this year, setting a record for us here, that's great to see. It shows the local community are now capable of running a marathon, and also there's more visitors coming in who are also wanting to run the marathon. So on the double front there, it's great to see the numbers up in the marathon itself.
Thank you. And one more thing. How does new finish location enhance the experience of the runners and spectators, and of course for the wider community?
Well, to be honest, this location being off the road in the police academy, it's on the parade grounds. It has its existing grandstand, there's a 150-metre grandstand there, and all the activities are within the one space. We've never had that before. You know, we've been out on the road and it's been quite scattered for activities that are added on to the event. But now all the finishers will filter into a race village. We have ITP are bringing in an activation with their Spartan Deca. So they've got, they're launching that at our events, which is good collaboration. MG are doing a big show. We've got Guinness World Records are doing a lot of activations, lots of people trying to break records. I think there's one where we've got 50 nationalities running 1 kilometre on a treadmill. I think they say it might take till 4 p.m. though to get to that. And then also Guinness came out with a new record, which will be the first, and it'll be the marathon with the most runners wearing capes. So we're distributing 5,000 capes at Run Number Collection. So if you see people around the mile with capes on, you know they've participated in the Dubai Marathon. So if you haven't registered, get down and register and pick up your cape and be part of the record. Okay?
Any more questions? My question is for both Paul and Richard. At what age did you first run your marathon, a full marathon?
I was 28 when I ran my first marathon. 28, yes.
How about you, Richard?
28.
I guess that's the magic year.
I was New York, was London. So yeah, 28. So I didn't have access to the technology that I needed to start running, and I was inspired by an athlete called Terry Fox, an amputee himself, and I started in New York because I actually worked in America for a year, and then I went back to America to start my first marathon, and then ran marathons, and then obviously went to the Paralympics, did 4 games, won 4 medals, and then obviously came back to the marathon to finish. So.
And were you told when you wanted to run for the first time it's impossible for you to run a marathon?
Was I too old?
Was it?
Was I too old? So obviously I didn't see anybody like myself that inspired or liberated me to go on a running journey. So it was more about self-discovery, where now obviously you've got runners from different genders, disabilities, that's showing that it's actually possible. So hopefully myself, Paula, and the elite athletes really do empower people to say actually you can achieve anything in life. Yes, it's going to be hard work. A marathon isn't easy, whether you've done 1 or 100, but it is actually possible.
And what, according to you, would be more tougher, whether it is running or inline skating, if you know inline skating?
Yeah, I've not done it. For me, I'm terrible on any kind of skates.
Right.
So just on 2 prosthetics is bad enough.
Yeah.
I think I also would not be very good on skates just because I've spent so much time running, but I imagine it's slightly easier recovery-wise on your body because you don't have the impact that you do with running. You're kind of more rolling than actually impact on the ground. And that was my question to Richard, was in New York, is that not a tough course to run for the first time on the blades because it's undulating and because of the grills and the underfoot conditions. Does that make it hard?
Yeah, so obviously myself and Paul have run in New York, and that's a tough course for me to start with, and obviously for Paul to break the world record. It's up and down, and obviously on Sunday it's flat as a pancake, which is fantastic for obviously the elite runners to set fast times, and definitely I think there's a possibility on Sunday of the runners running really fast.
Okay, so let me correct you there firstly on skating. Skating as a sport is one of the most dangerous sports because there have been a lot of accidents. And I just want to share with you a story since you both started at 28. Here is a child sitting amongst us at the age of 14. He's become the youngest Guinness World Record holder in the world in inline skating, fastest 10 kilometers in 40 minutes and 4 seconds. He's a child who's neurodiverse with autism. Guinness requires a minimum age of 16 years for including neurotypical participants to attempt any kind of endurance record. He achieved it at the age of 14. Now, people with autism are not known to, even have any kind of endurance sports out there. He's the first one in the world to do that. He has 3 weeks later, while he was still 14, run more than a full marathon distance of 42.55 kilometers in 4 hours and 27 seconds. Today, he is known as an inspiration for the world. He's been honored by all the UAE royalties, right from Sheikh Nayan to Sheikh Ahmed, RTA, Dubai Police, everyone out there. And this year, he started off again running more than his previous records. So he did a 50-kilometer skate just 3 weeks back.
This is an example of someone taking over the microphone.
And just yesterday, he's broken his own Guinness World record of 40 minutes and 4 seconds, coming down to 35 minutes and 2 seconds. Now, I want to ask both of you, 28 you started. What do you think of him now? Should he be given a chance to run in the Dubai Marathon or not?
Well,
skate in the Dubai Marathon or not, as an inspiration for the world?
Well, I think obviously, like Peter's advocated for the inclusive side of obviously the event. It's inclusive, and it's obviously setting the standards for the Middle East, which is fantastic. And obviously, marathon running is for everyone, and I think that's really important that it is inclusive.
With a rider, that the rules are in place to protect young athletes, and until your body reaches 18, it isn't physically mature. So doing too much too soon will jeopardize later health and strength, and that's why the guidelines are in place to protect the youngsters. So it is inclusive, it should be there for everybody, and the reasons aren't there to block people out, it's actually to protect their health as they develop. So by running and concentrating, I would advocate stick with the 10K. It's amazing what he's doing with the 10K. Keep trying to get those times down and leave further distances until he reaches 18 to protect his body and his development. No, they're physically proven. Well, that's why he's still run, but not in a race where the race guarantees the security and the safety of all the participants.
Well, we've got to move on to questions at the Dubai Marathon. Actually, I've got one here from Guy.
Hello, Fantu. A question for you. Haile Gebrselassie is a 3-time winner here in Dubai Marathon. He's been an inspiration for the race. What inspiration is Haile for you as an Ethiopian, and what impact does he have to encourage you guys to perform at this incredible high level?
So when we start running, we are watching highlights and the likes of athletes running. So these big athletes are major inspiration for the young athletes, and I think she loves it.
This is for Peter. Peter, as the race director, you put the fields together each year, and it's always fun to see the surprises that come out in the field. Do you have any athletes this year you'd like us to check out that you think are going to be big surprises?
Oh, I think there's so many.
Thank you.
The nature of our field always, over the years, has been, we've given chances to young marathon runners, typically from Africa. And what we've done in Dubai, we've created many champions whose debuts were in Dubai. And we've got quite a few debutants here in men's and women's races. And there's something that attracts these young athletes here. So we give a chance to as many as possible. And I think at some stage, out of the top 10 fastest debutants in marathon history, 7 of them were in Dubai. So Dubai Marathon is known for giving opportunity, and many races only want to invite the champions, whereas in Dubai we create the champions. So this is the way that we look at it. Whereas I know there's other races, they only want to pick the Olympic champion, the world champion, and then they don't perform. I'll take last week in Doha, they had Tamara Tola decided to go to Doha. And he ran high sub 205 and didn't run particularly fast. Tamara's run 204 here in Dubai. And he, I know he's the Olympic champion, but not in a particularly fast time. But here in Dubai, we're known for fast times, and those who come here break their records dramatically. I mean, 5, 6, 7 minutes has happened regularly. I think, the records will show that, and that's not hearsay, it's in the record books. So I reckon all are capable of running better, faster, and somebody's going to come out and run a faster time, and maybe break another record here in Dubai.
Hi, first of all I would like to congratulate Mr. Peter and Mr. Kamali for the 25th anniversary of the Dubai Marathon. And I would like to ask Mr. Kamali, how do you feel about celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Dubai Marathon 2026?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, I think, there was a lot of work during 25 years. There was a lot of discussion between me and Peter. A lot of things happened, but at the end of the day, we was always one of the top runners around the world, always with a course of 2 or 3, 34. Still, we are one of the, you can say, a good run in the 216 for women. But there was a lot of effort, a lot of support from the government, especially from the United countries, and a lot of support from the community, from the media especially, from our technical friends who there was from the beginning to until now. So everybody, Alan, I remember from the day one he was with us. There was a lot of work, a lot of support from everybody, and we hope that we do some fast time, some good time. Thank you.
That's all the questions for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Thanks to
2026 presser, Dubai Marathon.
Richard Whitehead, thank you, work and of course, Elisa Berhana, who spoke to us earlier. Thank you, everyone. We'll have a few photographs now, and we'll see you on Sunday for the 25th Dubai Marathon.